understand, and there's, I want to do that, but I'm sure if I had some legal advice, they tell me not to do that right now. So I just want to, at least let me find out what's going on. That's all.
Well, but so what's going on with you, Mr. Smith? That all these people that are related to you, are having their tires punctured. Why would that be happening to them?
Well, you say all these people. The only one I'm aware of is the Joneses.
Well, Reed Story, Frank Ruvolo, Charlie Tipton have all said that they've had multiple tires slashed, punctured, stabbed, and that they think that you need some serious help because you're, having some issues with them that don't seem very rational, and certainly the behavior seems fairly violent, and they're worried that it's escalating and that you might hurt them.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I didn't. What are the people again? You got Story, you say, right?
Yeah, they are all
pointing. I
pointing.
was unaware that he was having problems.
Are you going through? Are you bitter at the campaign, and are you striking out at them?
No, in fact, I had got that totally out of my mind until, again, I have to refer to some type of paperwork I got last week where Janice made a comment, I guess. What do you call the piece of paper where they, the warrant maybe?
Right, there's an arrest warrant and criminal complaint.
She made a statement, something that I was upset because of the campaign. I had totally forgotten all about that until I read that piece of paper. And I said, "Gee, that's not me. That's not what I'm about." So.
Well, but Mr. Smith, Reed Story says that his tires first started getting punctured back in June, right after the primary.
Well, now that you mentioned June, I had tires punctured in June and July.
Did you file a police report, sir?
No, I didn't, because I know that if I went through the process, they're going to ask me a lot of questions of, when did it happen? I didn't really know when it happened. I have a certain time zone. Do you have anybody you would suspect? I don't suspect anybody. Do you know anyone that would want to cause you harm? I don't know anybody to that effect either. So I didn't file a police report because my tires weren't that good to begin with, and they are really lousy. In fact, I didn't replace them with new tires. I went and got used ones so I could keep them matched with the wear that I have on the other two that I have now.
And Mr. Smith, the police detective who's investigating this felony is convinced, after looking at the picture in your driver's license and the man on videotape, that it's one and the same, and that all indications are that it's you. Why are you puncturing people's tires?
Well, I'm not. That's what I need to get more information. I'm totally dazzled by this. I just can't understand. If it is me, I don't know how I got there and what happened, and if it happened, and that's why I need to see the film myself.
Are you saying that you're maybe sleepwalking and doing this in your sleep?
No, I'm not saying that, but I just need to find out if it really is me.
What do you mean you have to find out if it's really you or not? You should know, right?
Well, I remember the date. The only reason I remember the date of what was the date for Jones? 20, something like that?
Well, there have been multiple dates, sir, so I'm not sure which date you're referring to.
Because I've been tremendously under the weather for the last 2 weeks of 2012 have been not kind to me. I've had at night a lot amount of sweats, chills, headaches, fever.
Have you been diagnosed with any sort of mental illness?
No.
Do you feel like you're, suffering any mental illness?
No, not that I'm aware of. The only thing I'm a little upset about the whole campaign is that I thought me and Mr. Story, I thought we got along pretty good with each other. And then when the campaign ended, I tried to contact him like maybe 20, 25 times, and he just never would call me back or return my phone calls or anything.
Mr. Smith, after the losing in district court and being booted off the ballot, you told one of the television reporters that you felt like you had been repeatedly stabbed in the back. And so now people's tires are getting stabbed. Is this payback?
Yeah, yeah. I guess now, in hindsight, that was a bad statement, right? Back then, I felt that way, but now I see, yeah, what you guys are playing off of is all these words, right?
How do you describe your behavior since June and losing the campaign? What have you been doing since then?
Oh man, I've been really busy. I had, let's face it, March started out okay. In the middle of March, our campaign was heading south. At the end of March, things were tanking. April was not a good month for me. And then I think it was, but in April, I was analyzing myself and realizing that this was over. And I said, I've really got to, find a new cause now, have a new purpose, find other things to do. And then and I did that. And then in May, I think I made just a total turnaround and said, start doing other projects and stuff. And I hate to say it, I think at times I'm busier now than I was during the campaign, and that's hard to say because Mr. Story kept me pretty busy.
And so he says you only campaigned 19 days out of the 5 months, and that even on your grand opening that you declined to attend your own campaign grand opening.
Yeah, I don't know.